Alrighty, there I am. The camera's a little bit off there. Hold on one second. There we go. That's better. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing great today, because I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm just trying to set up a few things. Looks like something went a little off with this. With my there we go. With my settings a little bit. Had to do a meeting this morning online, so I had a few settings I had to change. Hopefully that I've got them back to normal now. But we're going to be back playing some MechWarrior 5 today. Hopefully. What kind of worries me though is I don't see any game audio coming through. Let me see if I can turn this up just a little bit here. It's still not coming through. That's not good. Oh, if I didn't hit mute, that's not what I wanted to do here. Alright guys, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on with the audio here. Sound settings. There we go. If I turn this up, hold on again, let me turn this up, see if I can get some volume out of it. Not seeing anything though, which is odd, but let's see here. Bet you if I change it to there though, yeah, there we go. We got some game audio now, great. I've hit the wrong button once again here. This cavalcade of errors right now, it's not great. There we go. Alright, let me actually pop the game open then. There we go. So I already have it loaded up and everything, so save us a little bit of time there. But yeah, if you guys haven't joined us before, welcome. This is MechWarrior 5. We've been playing through this the past couple of Fridays, and I've actually been doing really well with this. If you guys don't know what battle this is part of the Battletech universe. Giant fighting robots that we fight each other with, and a few special missions and stuff like that on. Currently, we're just kind of working our way up through the rankings. Right now, we're rank 8. We're kind of level 8, I guess you could say. So we just need to go out and try to level up a little bit more. Hopefully, we can find some special missions to do today. I was kind of hoping to see more, some of the story missions, but I haven't quite seen those yet. So we'll see how that goes today. So let's go ahead and pop over to the contract map here. We did have a couple of them available from House Merrick, so we'll go ahead and take a look at this one here. They're kind of indifferent about us right now, so we don't really have much to negotiate on. They're giving us 6 points, though, which is kind of gracious. We'll get 2 of each, so not a bad little payout, about $700,000. Also, before I'm going to go ahead and accept this mission so we get the game loading. It looks like we do have our full lance there. Before I forget, though, we did get a new follower, and I'll go ahead and replay that one for you. So thank you, Herbs. I do appreciate you following. I think you followed after the stream yesterday, but thank you anyways. I do appreciate you following. That should bring us up to 26 followers now, so that's a pretty good. We are well on our way to 50, so that is a great thing to see. But yeah, I was letting the game load here. Got some, if you weren't here last time, we actually got a new pilot. This is from a Liao mission, funny enough, because Liao actually hates us, but he actually joined us last mission. He's actually a pretty good pilot, so hoping to see some good things from this episode. Yeah, so while we wait, though, we can kind of see what we got. I don't think we really... battle mech wise, I don't think we really changed much from the last episode. We still have our hero mech Orion, which has the Gauss rifle, or Gauss rifle, however people want to pronounce it. We're still piloting as the command mech our Thunderbolt, which I do really love this mech. And then we do have, since this is a little bit smaller mission, we're using our 2 Blackjacks. But we have been using our Grasshoppers and our Quick Draw pretty effectively. We also have our Jaeger Mech 6 with the 2 AC-10s on it. So yeah, it's actually been a pretty good land so far. I haven't had too many issues. Let's see if we can go back to the contract. It's still loading a little bit. I've noticed sometimes, especially when you first load the game, and if you go to a new planet that's a different type, it does take a little bit longer, but yeah. That's okay, though. If you guys have any questions, though, about Battletech or about the universe that it's in, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them, at least try to. Or if you just like to look it up yourself, there's a place called Sarnia, SARNIA, I believe it is, .net. That's like the Wikipedia page for Battletech and the MechWarrior universe. It's the same universe, but different types of games. Battletech usually is a turn-based kind of think of XCOM, but it's all turn-based stuff like this. Whereas MechWarrior, it's a first-person shooter, things like that. So a little bit different game styles. I've played both, and I really do enjoy both. But this whole universe is amazing to actually look into, to research. So if you are interested in that, I would, watch this stream. If you have any questions, let me know. But also, you can also Google on Sarnia and just kind of read through some of the lore and history, and it's really fantastic. I didn't think it would take this long to load, I'll be honest with you. But I went through my spiel, but yeah, if not, we've also, I think, I don't know how long we've been doing this. This has got to be at least 4 or 5 weeks we've been doing this. And it's been fun. So if you guys enjoy this one, you might go back and look at some of the other ones as well. We've been doing pretty good at them. They're not too awful, There's a couple of rough ones, or there's like one rough one in there, but the rest of them have been pretty good. Especially since we got some of these bigger mechs, it's been really fun. We haven't had the Thunderbolt and the Orion, which is kind of our 2 big mechs on the left, on the 2 left ones here and here. Only had those for maybe 1 or 2 streams, so it was fun when we got them. So come on, game, this is it's still taking longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. There we go. Finally 100%. I should say, come on. Oh, I had to hit ready. That's probably why it was taking so long, because it didn't think I was ready yet. So, whoops. All right. Well, that's lesson learned, but that'll be just fine for now. And if you guys are curious, I do play this with a joystick and throttle from Thrustmaster. I don't know what, I can't remember which one it is. It's one of the ones they recommend for MechWarrior Online, so it's,
link up with them and hold off the enemy advance as long as possible. Be sure not to overextend yourself, Commander. Eventually, you will need to fall back to the evac point.
So this, hold on here. So this mission is what they call Warzone contract. So we'll have to get over to these guys over here, and I think we'll probably have to go down this valley here. But essentially what we have to do, we have a quota. There's probably about 30 or so. We take out that many enemies. And then once we get that taken care of, we then can leave. But it might take us a little while to actually get to that quota. But right now I'm just trying to find a way across this valley here, because we've got this ravine that's kind of in the middle of all this. Maybe if I lead my guys down this way. This is one of those missions where I'm not a huge fan of, because you start out and it's like you don't know exactly where you have to go. If you ran straight at them, you'd be ended up in this valley anyways. Let me see if maybe I can come down here somewhere and cross. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe if we go around this big rock here, that looks like there's a way up.
Formation, sir.
I'm going to slow down just a bit. Because it looks like right now our guys are having some issues getting down here. Start going again. Probably won't go full throttle, but I've noticed the event log has actually covered our. So if I can minimize this real quick and let the log in the correct place here. There we go. You guys can see the damage on my mech now, so that's a little bit better. Come on. There we go. That's better.
Even though it's cold and wet out there, I like this place. Mercenary scum. Getting into formation, Commander.
I think this might be the longest walk we've had just to get to a mission, because unless I've missed, I just missed the path that's closer. We've had to walk halfway across the map just to get to a point where we can walk up to the where all the enemies are, which is not great.
Dynasty unit squad taking heavy damage.
Do. I was kind of hoping to see an entrance right here. Technically, the exit, all we have to do is just jump off that cliff and then just run up that ramp that we came down. But this is really odd. We should have been able to find a ramp up by now.
Confirm. Enemy mech on its heels.
There's a way up, so we can go up that way.
With you.
So not the best spawning location for this map.
Enemy mech down.
So that's going to be our friendly mechs, which technically they don't need to survive for this mission, so I'm okay with that. And thankfully it's not a defend the base mission, if not we'd have been hosed, but here comes our mechs down the pass here. Start heading up the hill here. Actually start heading towards combat instead of away from it now.
Target acquired.
Large target engaged. Target eliminated.
Alrighty, well that was a pretty quick first fight. And it's just Cicada, so it's not like it's a great mech anyways, but let's try that one first.
We're on it, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Alrighty. Go. Let's get this last one taken care of. We actually can start the mission. Yes, that guy's down. So essentially in this one, we had to clear up those enemies first, and then we need to now, we actually have to go into the city now and actually to start our mission essentially, which is, it's not great, but it took us forever for some reason to actually start this mission. I don't know why, but I guess maybe that's just the spawn location we got.
You've got the Ops Boy's attention.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and actually head outside the city here. Try to fight them outside, because I'm not a huge fan of fighting in close quarters in the city like that, so I'm going to just walk out here. So what we got here, tank. Right. Some helicopters up here.
Got another one.
Okay.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Move down here.
Target.
Yeah.
Alrighty, where is that last one? There was a mech around in the city somewhere. Really not a huge fan of that. Your lighter mechs are actually pretty good when it comes to city fighting, because they can move around pretty quick and kind of dive in between buildings. When you get something like big like mine, it's I guess maybe if you have a better style of fighting than I do, maybe, but I do kind of prefer it out in the open. So.
Target acquired.
It's going to be down hard. Hopefully here soon.
Kill that walker.
Alrighty. And the next one here. Oh, it's an urban mech.
Target.
Oh, I'm so sorry, urban mech. I still don't understand why they have these mechs. I mean, for like city security maybe, but you know, I mean, when you're fighting these kind of big mechs like they are,
Assault on your
I
position,
just don't think
Commander.
it's worth it.
Be careful.
You know what? Let me turn down my game audio because it seems like it's a little bit loud. Kind of noticed that. Let's get our next. All right, cool. We got 2 medium mechs coming up here. That is a lot louder than I thought it would be. Let's turn it down just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can. Hopefully you guys can still hear me through that. But you know, if not, we got it fixed now. So we got a couple cicadas. Usually these guys aren't too bad to take out, but still. They're mechs still, so you gotta be careful. See, they don't carry too much weaponry either, so it's not like we can't take them out pretty easy. We do like to run around though, and that's kind of the advantage of some smaller mechs, is that they're light, they're kind of fast and agile. And because of that, they can just kind of run around different mechs like mine. So that's why you kind of got to pair up a little bit. If you can pair up around some of these mechs, you can take them out pretty easily because they have tried to do like a figure 8 around one of you, or around both of you if they're trying to do that tactic, and you can always get behind one of them. So don't know where that other guy's at. Figured he'd come around that gate, but I don't think he did. There he is. He ran right into me. That was what a butthead. Don't want to shoot my own mech.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Alright. There's a helicopter or a tank around here somewhere. There he is. Ooh, it's an SRM-20 carrier. I didn't expect that. Should be too hard to take out. There he goes.
Tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Alright, let's get on the outside of the city here. Looks like they're running through the city. That's not great.
Target acquired.
Oh well, we'll just fight them here. But I think all of them are after me now, which is not great. He's like getting up close and personal, I guess. She's the one who stopped too. I usually, oh man, I missed. I would have ran past him if I could, but he was kind of right in my way.
Critical.
I bet you it is. So you can see here, it's you can take down a mech by yourself. That's no big deal, but it does help with a lot with your lance mates because that's what your group is called, is a lance. So not too bad off.
New target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
See what I mean with the light mix kind of running around real quick? It's not ideal, but
Following the commander.
for some reason these mechs do not want to go down. I don't know why.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Got him that time.
Target acquired.
On your target, commander.
Kill confirmed.
Moving into formation, commander. Invalid target. Lance target engaged.
I can't even hit the broadside of the barn. Oh, there it goes.
Their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on
Okay.
your position.
Turn. There we go. We're fine. Alrighty, where are these guys going to come from?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There's one guy. When you got, what, 4 more left? They might bring a full lance after us. I don't know.
Following your lead.
But tanks, stuff like that, are pretty easy to take out. So I usually try to take those out first, and then we can worry about the mechs afterwards. I don't know where these guys are at. Do. Like they are in the city here. Oh, there's a griffin. Let's go ahead and take that guy out first.
Selected target.
Because he should have a PPC, which he does. Get rid of that first. So we got rid of that. So right now he can't really do much. As a matter of fact, he probably can't do anything because, yep. So he's lost all of his weapons there. So that one is pretty much done.
Destroyed.
Where's the other guy at? Another cicada.
Target
Engaging commander's target.
Looks like we got 2 cicadas left, maybe. And a locust, maybe. So that's not too bad. We should be able to take them out, no problem.
target
Just destroyed that mech.
acquired.
Let's get the other cicada down first.
Received. Engaging.
Trying to leg this guy, see if we can maybe get. Alright, cool.
Eliminated.
Just like that. He didn't lose, or when he lost one leg, he was pretty gone for, but that's okay.
Attacking shared target.
Now, this mech's a little harder to hit the legs on, so you can just hit it. It's good. Come on.
Great work, Commander.
Cool. I think we just get out of here because I don't think
Narrow window to evac if you're ready.
because our mechs are pretty well hardened. I don't think we've lost any weapons yet, but you know it's still not ideal to stay when we're hurting this bad. Because that's when we usually start losing things.
Moving to your 6, commander.
If we could leave here without losing too much, I'd be okay with that. This is not going to be fun because we'll probably have to shoot through a couple things, but
Target acquired.
Target eliminated.
probably going to have to cross this ravine again. But what? I will do what I said I would do and just drop down right in here. There should be a walkway up over there, right, maybe right in front of us there. So we should be able to do this. No big deal. Maybe I can turn this way. Yeah, look at that. And right out.
Great showing, Commander.
All right, well, that's
Pleased.
that mission done. That wasn't a fun little mission. The walk up seems like it took forever to do. But we got it done. I mean, I didn't expect how about 30 minutes into the stream we only got one mission done, but still, that's okay. We'll get it next time. Well, hopefully these missions. Usually these missions go a little bit quicker than this, so that's just me. Usually. Got some water here. I'll see what kind of salvage we get. I don't think we'll get too much, but maybe that's just me thinking that. We can pick up 6 pieces, so we can get a locust if we want it. Something like that. We can resupply our medium lasers really quick, so let's go ahead and do that. And then get another heat sink, because it seems like we've been losing a lot of those lately. So that's not too awful bad here. Let's go ahead and look at our mechs here. Not only they were too badly damaged, it looks like just this one maybe lost a heat sink. I lost 2 heat sinks, not great, but we'll hit repair all and put those 2 heat sinks back in there. And we should be good there. Let's go over to our Thunderbolt, which just needs some armor. Same with the Orion, just needs some armor there, and same with that mech. So we only lost about 2 heat sinks, so that's not too awful bad at all. But this one I don't think we're quite ready for. So I'm going to head over to the next map here. Probably right here, may not be the worst one. Let's go ahead and travel to there. It'll take us about 13 days, but hopefully that'll be 13 less days we have to wait for our mechs to be ready. I don't know if I'm going to keep my event log there, though, or just to keep it up there. I like to keep it up there so you guys can see, who's doing what, things like that. But it kind of takes away from that clean look I was kind of looking at. So I don't know yet. Any interesting weapons here? Not really. All right, well that's okay. But we're actually finally recognized with House Merrick, so that's pretty good. Let's see. What am I at? What is going on? Alrighty, well let's head over to this computer here and we'll go over to contracts here. So we have 2, we'll probably do both of them, but this one's worth a little bit more, and this is actually just against pirates, so I'm okay with that. Let's see here. We actually get plus 1 point because we're now recognized with them. So we'll go probably with. We'll max out damage coverage, and we'll max out We'll put 3 in salvage shares because usually that's where we make our money at. We just gotta wait now though, because there we go. We had to make sure our mechs were repaired, but that's totally fine now. We can ready up now, so hopefully this will load a little bit faster now. I can't believe it seems like I'm forgetting a couple things today. I got up really early. I had a meeting with one of the places at my college. They were kind of working on internship stuff, so hopefully that'll take off here soon. But so I just had to get up a little earlier than I usually would. So I've been kind of forgetting a few things, but I'm still doing good today. A little more tired than I usually am, but yeah, it's okay. But I was actually relatively busy trying to get things set up today. But I got, I think everything's, in the correct order. So hopefully everything will come out like it should. So today you'll see the best bites of the week from all 3 streams this week. So if you're curious though, I do stream 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's all great and good there. So if you guys are curious, I do usually Planet Coaster on Tuesdays, which I actually been working on the park outside of the stream. Oop. Accidentally hit my microphone. That's not great. Get it up. There we go. But working on the stream, or working on the park outside of the stream. So I've got a couple things to show you guys already, and I'm kind of excited to see what else we can do on stream this week. I'm doing a lot of stuff that we did a little bit on stream, and that's kind of wrapped up and kind of cleaned it up and finished up off stream so that we didn't spend another hour working on bushes and stuff like that. And on Thursdays, we've actually switched over to some colonization. I think it's only going to take probably another 2 streams to beat that game. But just kind of wanted to show that off to you guys. I've been having some fun with that. Then on Fridays, obviously, we've been playing some MechWarrior. And so I don't know how much longer this game actually lasts, because I've never actually beat the game. But we've been going strong still. It's still quite a fun. So it's still quite a fun game. So if you guys are interested, I do stream those days, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So if you guys are ever wanting to see more streams or what else I do on here, that's the time to do it. So yeah, we're getting back into this this mission here. It's an assassination, so we have to take. There's there might be one or several targets we need to take out. Usually, it is a mech of some sort, so we just got to be careful on how we approach this. Sometimes they pile a little bit bigger mechs than you would expect. Sometimes they last assassination mission I think we did was a heavy mech we had to take out, so it's gonna be a little more careful. So looks like there actually is multiple targets though, so we want to take out. We might have to look for them.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
There's a good chance our targets have split up in order to evade us. The more locations on the map are the most likely areas where we'll find them. Be careful, as they have many supporters in the area that are more than willing to die for their cause.
Probably go ahead and walk in front of the ship here. Yeah, we'll go ahead to this. There's a well, if we can get to the nearest one, we can probably head over there first. Looks like this might be just a big valley here that we can walk down. So let's do these first 2, and then we'll swing over if we need to the 3rd one. So they give us 3 locations. It's very possible that there could be one person there or multiple people there. So we just got to be kind of curious, or we got to be kind of cautious on, what we find there. Or we might not find any of them there, and we'll move on to another one. That's very possible too. We're heading down into this valley here, taking a bit of fire, but that's no big deal. Probably some tanks. That's how they are.
Target destroyed.
We got some turrets up here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Large target engaged.
I'm really waiting for my lance to get down here.
That mech went crit too.
But
Target acquired.
look, so I'm just really kind of waiting for them. They look like they just got here, so let's go and start moving forward a little bit more.
Target destroyed.
'Cause especially if there's one of the targets down here, it's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt to do it by myself. So,
Enemy destroyed.
and if we can draw more enemies out to us, and we don't have to worry about them. We don't have to worry about fighting them.
Showing all targets at
Cool. We
this
got 2
location,
people here.
Commander. Approach with caution.
All right, we got a tank on the side here. So, kind of a stroke of luck. We actually found all of them right away. So that's pretty good. Problem is we got to take them all out at once, though. That's kind of the other thing.
Follow the commander.
They usually have friends with them.
Target destroyed.
I'm gonna stay back here just a little bit and try to take as many as many of them out as I can while I'm back here. All right, we've got an Orion, which is not great, and a Cicada, and a hunchback. Let's go after the Orion first.
Target received.
Because that is the one that's going to tear us up the most. It's probably going to be the hardest to take down too, but let's go get him. It's our Orion crossing.
Target ID acquired, Commander. Explode.
Alright, cool. We got one down now.
Tango down.
Are they dropping help? Oh, yeah, they did. Alright, well, that's not great.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, let's form up on me, guys. Let's take out this hunchback.
Engaging with Lance.
I'm stuck on a rock now. That's not great. Just hit him since he's there. Problem is with these hunchbacks is that all their lasers are in that one, or pretty much on that one torso. So if you look now, he's only got 2 lasers left. The problem is he's got a lot of friends. That's the issue. You gotta cook this guy. There he goes. All right,
Nicely done.
we're out of here.
We've gotten all of them, Commander. Good job. That bounty is ours. Fars will break open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship circling.
Oscar Mike to you. With you.
So now we just gotta escape, make sure we don't die. That's kind of the. Hold on here. Oh, it's over here. So that's an assassination mission. We don't take out everybody, which is a good thing, but since we don't take out everybody, we can kind of run through these missions a little bit easier. We don't, but sometimes an Orion pops up like that, so it can be a little more difficult. Sometimes I know we have one where they dropped. We had to kill the Lance itself, and they think they dropped 4 heavy mechs, which was a little daunting. But thankfully, we had all 4 of our heavy mechs too. So we beat it. We did lose. Oh crap! Well, it's not good. We did lose quite a bit of weapons and stuff like that on that one, but it wasn't too awful bad. So we had looks like we had a little bit of repairing to do. It looks like one of the blackjacks lost an arm, which probably means we lost either an AC2 and a medium laser or 3 medium lasers. I think that's how that it's one of the 2 blackjacks. I just don't remember which one it is. So just gotta be careful with that. Oh, almost level 9. I think we'll get to level 9 today, though, so that's pretty good. So they did actually give us the hunchback as an option, but we don't quite have the salvage rights for that. But we do have this nice. There's some nice medium lasers out there. The heat sink available. That's about it. So let's go ahead and just pick up a couple lasers and a couple like missile launchers. We can always sell those for some money. Let's go ahead and get our repairs going here. That one I might have to fix a little bit more than just a normal one. Lost some armor on the Orion and on the Thunderbolt. Now the other blackjack, we didn't lose anything on that one, so prepare the armor here. Going here, we did lose an AC2 and a medium laser. I don't know if we have a backup AC2, and we do not. Does the market? It does. Let's go ahead and buy that. Let's go ahead and throw. Didn't replace the medium laser there. We'll go ahead and replace it with one. You know what? Let's keep it even, because this one already has one. These have different reload times. If they're different, it can like for me it throws me off. So I would say let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That's taken care of now. The other contract here is a raid. I think we go ahead and do that one. Essentially, what that is it's. Ooh, we actually had a pilot hurt. Didn't know that. But essentially what it is they're going to give us a couple different points. In each one of those points, we have to take out something, either like a building or a... oh, that blackjack's still damaged. Why is that blackjack still damaged? I don't know why that blackjack's still damaged. Is it still low? It's not low on weight or anything. It's got all of its lasers and weapons, so I might have actually just not hit repair all, which would have been an issue, but we should be okay now. Everything's back to normal. Benjamin is actually maxed out on skills now, so speaking of which, though, we probably should switch. Let's go ahead. They're missing missiles, so it's not going to matter. Let's go ahead and get Lieutenant Crane in here then. Start training him, because unfortunately we don't have a missile lot. Like, we'll have one that's just a missile boat that we can train our missile people on. I haven't really found that they were kind of useful in this game, unfortunately, yet. In other BattleTech games, essentially your lance would consist of your command mech, which could be anything. It's kind of your personal preference. You'd have either a long-range sniper, or you can have one of those as well as, but you'd always have something called a missile boat, and it's just a mech that has a ton of missiles on it that it can launch from long range and hit a target or whatever. Usually my go-to was a catapult or a stalker. Both of them are really good as missile boats. So that's pretty neat. But in this game, it seems like we're always real close quarter combat, and that might change when we get to heavier mechs. They might become a little more standoffish and things like that. So I might need to go look for one. I mean, I did see one catapult already in one variant that I liked. So I don't know. Well, I have to kind of keep an eye on it, but you know, who knows exactly what's going to happen? But hey, that's just me. Now, my other game, because I have a parallel game that I was playing with this, but I've been kind of lagging a little bit behind on that one. I actually do have a missile boat on that one. I have an Archer, which is a pretty good heavy mech, but I just don't have. It's like it just seems like it doesn't use its missiles as often as it should, and maybe that's just me how I command stuff. And if there's a way I can tell them to hold back a little bit, that would be nice. But you know, that's just me.
Reactor
Gonna hang now.
online.
It's been bugging me
Sensors
a
online.
little bit. All right, let's get this mission done.
Online.
Ooh, it's
All
a
systems
little colder here.
Okay, Commander. We have been slated for a raid deep into enemy territory to take out a number of satellite systems our employer has marked on your map. We will monitor your progress and set an evac point for pickup once the targets have been destroyed.
Come on, guys.
Following your lead, Commander.
This is the first time we've actually taken out Lieutenant Crane. We picked, funny enough, if you were watching the last stream, we picked him up maybe a mission or two before we got our third guy, and
Negative on last. Sorry, Commander.
so we once we got the new guy, we really didn't need him anymore because he was the guy we got from the mission is a potential 43, and that's kind of how you base how good your pilots are. The better the potential, the more, you know, or the better they are just currently, the more you can train them up to be. So, you know, so the four pilots I have. So I have my second hand guy, my second command is the guy in the Orion, and we got him. He's like the first guy you get in the tutorial, which he's a really good pilot. He's like potentially 43 or something like that. And so he's pretty much going to be on that land permanently, pretty much until he dies, maybe. I don't know. But the other two were like 20s, 22, 23, you know. But the new guy is a 40, 48 or 49. So he's pretty good. So because of that, we haven't had a chance to use him yet. So you know, finally getting him out of the ship is probably nice. Or oh well, say it's pretty nice. It will be nice. So with this mission, it's kind of like running gun. You really don't want to stick around too long because they will start tearing you up, because there's a lot of mechs around here. If you haven't noticed yet, there is quite a few mechs around here. Let's go ahead and try to take out these satellites here. We got just the satellites we got to take out here. That one's down, and we got one more to go. Should be right through this wall here. Hey, there's a satellite. If you look, I do run ahead of my Lance with these missions pretty quickly. They usually try to stay back and take out there we go. They'll take out as many mechs as they can, and I'll just run and try to get the objectives done. Cicada, are you talking crap? Alright, there we go. But I still want to train, you know, I still want to kind of rotate pilots in and out, so that I can have, get them all trained. So for the harder missions that I have a good lance of pilots. And so far, I mean, I have two really good back. That's the thing is, I've said this before, those two, the first two pilots I got, and probably this one third, probably Crane, they're all going to be backup pilots. But, they're all still pretty good pilots in their own right, but they're just going to be backup pilots for us. Especially if we can find another like 40 or 50, they're pretty much just going to sit on the back burner for now. What I wish we could do, and I know you can do this in MechWarrior 4, and you can't do it in this game unfortunately, but you actually have a second lance available. You actually could drop 8 mechs at once. I remember those were always fun ones, because you could actually have like a scouting lance or like an up close lance, like what I would pilot, and then you'd have things like the catapult and the heavy sniper mechs and another lance, and you tell them to stay back. You would run forward and get all your targets, and they just launch missiles, missile after missile after missile. That'd be great. So yeah, we just hit level 9. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Value-wise, we probably don't need much. AC2 will take, just because we don't have any more. We'll take the medium lasers. I'll be honest with you, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than this, but we'll take these SRM2s and we'll just sell those off. No big deal. Hey, continue there. Looks like the new guy lost an arm, which, well, not his arm, but, you know, mech arm. That's not great. But I did see something, though. I think we finally got the next story mission. We've been going... It's been, what, 2 streams now since we've actually done a story mission? So let's go ahead and get this and this on there. I'll have to start work. So it costs a little bit more money than it usually would, but I think everything is now ready to go. So let's go to speak to Rihanna on the bridge. See what we got going on here. And of course, I will mute my microphone so you guys don't have to hear me while they're talking. Go ahead and do that.
Hi, Commander. I've just received a distress call from a civilian settlement that's under attack by suspected Inferno forces. They've offered an open contract to anyone willing to intervene on their behalf. This certainly fits Inferno's MO. We know they've been driving people from their land. What we didn't know was why. Now we do. After speaking with Spears and combining our research, we made a significant discovery. Inferno activity and refugee displacement patterns correspond almost exactly with the recent discovery of several long-lost Star League Defense Force bases and supply depots. We believe that Black Inferno have been driving off the civilian populations nearby. then laying claim to these sites, excavating them, and pillaging whatever tech they find.
Lost tech?
Excellent question. These particular sites have been lost to humanity for centuries. The sites are usually in remote locations, well hidden and, more often than not, completely overgrown or buried. Sometimes both.
I wish we knew who was protecting Inferno. Maybe then we'd have more answers.
It wouldn't hurt, I'll give you that. Right now, I suggest we take these assholes down a peg by accepting the contract and kicking their ass.
Hell yeah.
I thought you'd feel that way. I'll prepare the mission briefing while you work on getting us to the Coal Harbor system.
Roger that.
All right, so they said a couple of things. They were mentioning the Starlink Defense Force. That was a big military before kind of all this was going on. They had all the 5 great houses were united under one thing. It was called the Starlink, and the Starlink Defense Force was kind of their military. But the general of it, after 2 wars, I believe, they call it succession wars. It was between the great houses. There's 5 great houses, by the way. After the second one, he's like, you know what? There's a lot of corruption here. I'm leaving with my army. And he took the whole Starlink Defense Force and left. And never was heard from again. Because of that, there is these huge bases that nobody knows. Because they right after he left, it plunged him into a huge war again. It was the Third Succession War, if I'm not mistaken. And so what's going on is that there's bases out there that they forgot about. That there's weapons that they haven't seen they don't have anymore. They can't build them. They don't have the technology to build them. The Gauss rifle is one of them. If you have one of those, it's fantastic. But we're talking pulse lasers, mech variants that you would never see. Like I said, the Griffin is not great because you can blow off just its right torso and loses all of its weapons. The Starlink actually has a Griffin that has double the LRM launchers, a PPC, and I think 2 medium lasers on both sides. It's an incredible mech, but you got to find the right variant. So that's what they're going after. If you can find a Starlink cache anywhere, usually people will come and take them by force. They're relatively hard to find, but once you find them, the technology and the mechs and the weapons and like that in there are almost invaluable. So, and that's why all these mercenaries are trying to get to one of these. Defending the honor. That might be a good mission afterwards. Alright, so we got one available. We have Distress Call. It's a level 60. We're kind of indifferent with these people, but that's okay. We'll get kind of 2 of each, and then probably one more salvage. We're still getting $1.4 million. It's a ton's level of 260. We're pulling out 230 right now. However, if we jump our grasshopper in there, that wasn't really a pun or anything like that. It was trying to get them in there. We'll probably switch pilots out just according to what mech we can put in there. Because the Jaeger or the Blackjack's at 45. We do have a Hunchback. We can put a Hunchback in there, and that'll be our 260-ton limit. This one has a lot of missiles and lasers on it. He's actually better. This one has an AC-20 on it. So which one is better at ballistic weapons? Benjamin is. Let's do that. There we go. So these actually do matter. So these are based on how much damage you do. She's maxed out at 4, which isn't great, to be honest with you. But you know, the other one is probably either be me or Lieutenant Freeman. He's got the Gauss rifle. I have my weapons that I like. But this AC-20 will do a lot of damage. You actually can take a mech out in 1 or 2 shots. And in some of if you watch either the Best Bites or some of the previous streams of this game, you'll see what I mean by that. Because I used to pilot the Hunchback. That was my command mech. And I can hit him. You can hit a mech with a single shot AC-20 and just you could tear right through it if it was small enough. So we can finally get a little bit more story mission out of this. I want to see what's going on here because I've always been kind of like I don't know what's going on. So I guess a little more curiosity than anything else. So let's see how this goes then. At least now I remember to actually hit the ready button so it'll load faster. But Yeah, that's just me. Come on, game. We all want to see the story here. We just don't want to wait around here. But at least we can see 3 of the 4 heavy mechs out there. I mean, we can either... So the 4th one we can put on there is either our quick draw, which is a lot of lasers, or we can put our Giga mech out there, which is kind of a good mix of ballistic and lasers. So I'm more partial on the lasers. That's why, I mean, the Thunderbolt, some of the variants actually have all lasers on them. This one's got quite a few missiles on it, which honestly is actually pretty good. Got like a missile shotgun almost, so quite like that. The game likes to freeze a little bit when it loads, but should be fine. Ooh, go Farming Combine's main population center. What if this is going to be like a defense? I don't remember. I didn't look up what kind of mission this was.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
May not be good.
All systems nominal.
Okay, Commander. Time to save lives and win some hearts and minds in the process. The Farming Combine's main population center is close by. Get there and protect it. If there are any infernal forces in the area, well, eliminate them with extreme prejudice. I'd personally appreciate it. So will our clients.
With extreme prejudice, huh? I can definitely do that. See you in a bit.
Good luck.
Now, this is also one of those long walk-ups for some reason. It could just be a straightforward run, but sometimes they just take forever just to walk to the mission. They could put us down a little bit closer, but nope.
We're moving in behind you, Commander.
Do. Although the scenery in this game looks really good, so it's like, yes, I have to walk, but you know, get a nice scenery, nice scenic view while I'm walking through here. Oh, I'm so yawny today. I mean, I feel fine. You know, I don't feel tired or anything. I don't know. Bit odd, but maybe that's just me.
So nice. I like the leaves.
I like the leaves. It's what? Fair enough. Nice colors and everything, especially around where I live in the fall. Once it starts turning colors like that, it looks amazing. But I don't know. They just what it looks. These look all green. Why does that really matter? I guess, you know, a good, you know, from the right angle, I guess. I don't know, to each their own. So this must be the main population center here.
This season is the best time to step out and take a breath of crisp air. I dare one of you to do it right now.
That's pretty funny, actually. So it's a defend the base mission.
Still on a collision course with our position. Get ready for them.
Figure out where they're coming from.
You guys made it. Thanks for helping us out. We got a lot of muscle around here, but not the kind that can deal with battle mechs gunning for our homes. You came highly recommended. Glad to have you on board.
All right, let's take them out.
Last target identified.
Oh, they're coming from every direction. That's not great, but what you have to do is once you start attacking people, they'll actually start turning towards you and start attacking you, and that's kind of what you want to do. This might be a little bit harder mission just because it is a story mission, so I'm just gonna be a little more careful than we usually are. So then we have to defend the base. I'm not a huge fan of these just because Usually I'm not one to be a shield, but you know, that's usually just me. I knocked off one of his legs. Alrighty, let's try to clean up the rest of these guys now. There's a helicopter over here. Well, there was a helicopter over there.
Splash target.
Let's get this mech in here. I know we're going to be starting tearing down a few things, but sometimes you gotta. Fortunately, sometimes you just gotta run through the city here, which not ideal. I prefer not to fight in cities, but sometimes you gotta sometimes.
Blackstone is lighting up with more targets converging
All right.
on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
There's that mech I was looking for earlier. Running this way here. So even I'm in a big mech, and even the grasshopper is still taller than I am. It's not ideal. Come on, grasshopper, out of the way here. Come on.
How do we take still shots in our helmets?
Alrighty, guys, I'm right here. You hit me first.
Target acquired.
Ooh, he's got an AC-20 on that mech. Gotta get rid of that.
Tango down.
The guy went down pretty quick. I don't know if I hit him in the head or something, but
Target eliminated.
something happened to him pretty quick. Gotta get back into the base here because there's now 4 mechs in here. I can't get over this stupid hill here.
Leveled the workers' housing units.
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
What a fire starter! I'm like, I always get the fire starter and the commandos mixed up because they look very similar to each other. All right, buddy, come after me now.
Target acquired.
So I was trying to hit all 4 of them so they'll come and attack me instead of the city. Kind of the idea there, but I don't know if that'll actually work, but give it a try.
Heat critical.
There we go. They're all hitting me now. Good, that means they're not hitting the city. That's kind of the idea. Alright, come on. Guys, just go down.
Critical.
Those bastards just torched a civilian residential tower.
For some reason, I cannot for the life of me hit this guy. Oh, he's lost one of his legs.
Target destroyed.
Lost the other one now.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
it goes critical just to hit me hitting it with a machine gun. But it did.
Additional contacts just crossed the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Go. Where do we got the next group of guys at? Maybe over here, looks like.
Follow the commander.
Oh, alright, well. Those were assault mechs. What? They just dropped 2 assault mechs on us. This is not going to be fun. Well, this might end badly for us. I think they figured out where, what we're trying to do here. Alright, looks like the first one's going to be a Battle Master. That's, at least I think that it was coming around the corner first. Yeah, it looks like it is. Alright, well. Just gotta be careful and line up our shots, and hopefully we can take this thing down faster. If we can cook its head, maybe. Trying to headshot it because that's the easiest way to take it out. No duh. Come on, guys, we need to get up here faster. Yes. Alright, there's one down. Not what I wanted to see right this second here, but that's a catapult. Let's take him out next. Yeah, it's an awesome. Well, it's not awesome, but boo. Bad joke. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Let's actually take this guy out next, guys. This guy's got a lot of PPCs on him. Or usually this guy carries a lot of PPCs, but he's only carrying a large laser and a small laser if I can get up on close and personal with him. I think that might have been a headshot kill. Alright, catapult, next one. 2 LRM-15s. Down here. Probably you walk up on this guy, he can't do anything, so it's always nice. And this one we can actually take it out by just knocking off the 2 pods on either side, which might be easier considering these things are pretty tough, but alright, cool, we got 1 off. Now he's only got an LRM-15 left. He's about to lose that pod too. There he goes. Alright, well, let's we got 2 cicadas left. And we are not doing too well with the grasshopper. Hopefully, that's the last big lance we see here. So I don't know if we can take out much more than this.
Target identified.
Eliminated.
Priority target received.
And the cicada might be stuck up there. that's true, that's okay.
Tango eliminated.
Right, alright, well,
Unable, Commander. Sorry. Moving to your 6 for support.
we made it through that. So, kudos to us. I'm missing a weapon. I don't know what that would be, though. It's a machine gun. I'm missing... Well, I'm okay with missing a machine gun if that's all I lost in that fight. I got a feeling it might be a little bit harder now. We got 9 enemies left we're going to take out besides this guy.
Target destroyed.
Go.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Where are they coming? They're coming from over here. Alright.
Getting into formation, Commander.
And let's just drop a whole, like, assault lance on us. That'd be our luck. Can you drop, like, 8 tanks and, like, a, oh, man. They dropped 2 more assault mechs, didn't they? It's a blackjack. That's a, shoot. It's a Victor, maybe? Yeah, they're not kidding around on this mission. This is a little difficult. I'm trying to wait for my lance to form back up.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Just take this guy out really quick.
Destroyed.
Oh yeah, they're coming right out.
Out our admin building.
Coming right out after us. This is not going to be a fun one. I'm trying to launch missiles. I'm just trying to stay back a little bit so that
Engaging your target, Commander.
hopefully we don't get our butts handed to us. Alright, this guy, we got it. Well,
Good, Commander. Take that target.
take out the blackjack first because he's right here. I don't know if I'm going to have to restart the mission, I got a feeling.
Component lost. Need defensive support.
Indicator is right behind, or is, behind this guy, guys.
Target identified.
There's a Marauder, there's a, man, this is not going to end well. Alright, that guy's down. Where's the next? Where's the other guy at? Right there. Take him out. Now. Alright, he's lost his AC 20, which is better than, well, this isn't going to end well. Come on, restart. Come on. There we go. Still overheating like a madman, but
Focus target received, Commander.
I don't know how everybody's still alive. I really don't. I'm missing weapons. I'm missing out of ammo on my missiles. This isn't going well. I have my LRM-10 and I've got my 3 medium lasers left. That is it.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Cool. Alright, well, I cannot see at all. It's the Jaeger mech. I'm not too worried about that one. This is the one I'm more worried about.
Engaging.
Pull a tank down. Great, he saw me. I was trying not to move very much, and hopefully he would focus on other guys, because right now I'm not that much of a threat. I mean, the 3 medium lasers are still 3 still potent things, but not as deadly as like the AC-20 on that Hunchback. Alright, last thing, Jaeger mech. cool. 2 weapons gone. Holy cow, I think we're going to do this. There's a tank left. It's a harasser laser platform. I gotta find it, though. Where is he at? Let me at him. Come on, where is he at? There he is.
We've got your target, Commander.
I mean, it's actually a Scorpion light tank. Come on, let me around here. Don't knock the building down. We actually are going to do this. I don't believe this at all. Come on. That should be all of them, right?
Nice work, Commander. There are some very grateful people down there.
Oh,
And taking another shot at Black Inferno sure does feel good.
oh, that was rough. They dropped
Extraction point.
what?
I'm on my way.
3 heavies, 4 assaults. I don't know how many medium mechs. My lord, that was difficult, and we didn't lose anybody. How? I really don't know how we didn't lose somebody in that fight. Oh, that was awesome. Well, there was an awesome. We took it out. Battlemaster and awesome. What? Victor and I don't remember the other one was. Anyways, those were some rough mechs, and we took them out. Fair enough, they might be a little weak because who knows who these people are, but losing that many mechs for one group of people, that's awesome. You can better believe that one's going to be in the best bits this week. I don't know if we can top that. I really don't. That's just... that was a tough little mission. But we wanted more story, and we got more story. We just got a little more story than we bargained for. Ooh, oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, they dropped the... they dropped 3 good mechs. These are 2 assault mechs. This is the Victor, and this is the Battlemaster. And then the Marauder. The Marauder would be kind of a cool mech to have, but I want to take the Firestarter, though, because I can. That, because I don't think we'll be able to really salvage much else. Okay, nobody, look at this, all healthy. Oh, that's so nice. And we actually got 3 lasers out of it, so. Okay, that was a mission and a half. But I think we need to go back to an industrial hub to repair. The only problem is I don't know where one is. It's kind of the issue, though. Oh, there's one. We can actually go up there. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. Also one up there. Okay, that's the same one. Okay, let's travel there. Because we're going to repair all these mechs and sell a bunch of stuff. And, so, okay, that was a fight of our lives, and we did it. So, I'm still a little bit in shock. I don't know what to say, because that was not what we bargained for on that mission. But look at this. The Hunchback didn't lose a single weapon. Let's go and just repair that mech. Same with the Orion. I did lose a little bit on the Thunderbolt there, so we'll go ahead and edit this one. Repair all. What do we have to replace? Oh, we lost SRM. I guess we lost SRM4, but I think we ran out of ammo for it first, so it's not like. Let's buy it. Let's buy 2 of them. Let's see. Let's get this mech refitted real quick. SRM10. We are LRM10. What I meant. An SRM4 though. Do we have an SRM4 available? We do not. We have a 2 and a 6. I don't know why, but SRM4. Let's go ahead and buy 2 of them. Alright, slot this time. LRM ammo and an SRM ammo. And then the machine gun ammo and 2 machine guns. We only have 1 machine gun right now. They actually have some really good machine guns out here. Let's buy all 4, because knowing me, well, that's probably, actually I wanted to use these. Knowing me, I probably will lose them very shortly. That's usually how this goes, but why do we lose so much range, though? The ST is the better variant of the LRM-10s, and they do actually have some on here. So let's do this, and LRM-10. There we go. So that gains us a little bit more range back. The firepower we lost because I think we lost I think there's a 2-star laser that we had last time, so yeah, not great. But we have, this is the mech I'm kind of a little bit worried about, so we lost here. Actually, only lost 3 heat sinks and a medium laser. So my mech was actually the worst one beaten. That's actually pretty impressive for what we just fought. So let's just repair all that. Start the work there. We're still above 4 million. Let's go to the market though. We'll take a look at the Centurion. We won't buy it, but not a bad little mech. They do have a stalker here. I know I was talking about that earlier, and if you guys are curious, this one has 2 RM10s, 2 SRM4s, 4 medium lasers, and 2 large lasers. It's a pretty powerful mech. This is also a assault mech, so we don't quite have the room for those yet, because we're still having issues fielding all 4 of our heavy mechs. But that's actually one I've kind of looked into, because that's a pretty decent mech. They do overheat a little bit, so you got to be careful with them. But let's go ahead and sell that fire starter. If I can find it in our list, there it is. They're going to give us 1.2 million for it, so that's worth it for me. Equipment-wise, though, we can actually sell a couple of these. This room 6 we don't need. The PPCs we do not need because we do not have one anymore. The small lasers we can sell. We've done this in a little while, so it might take us a minute. The LRM-15s, we don't have a mech that can mount well. I mean, we can, but I'd have to get rid of my LRM-10s and probably get rid of my small missiles. So right, look at that, $6.2 million. I'm okay with that. Is there anything else maybe in this? They do have some rare mechs for sale over here. Why don't we jump over there and see, maybe we can find some more, just different mechs, some better ones maybe. If they have some good assault mechs, maybe we can sell one of our smaller mechs and buy an assault mech, which, you know, we're going to have to eventually get those, probably a full lance of them eventually, but funny enough, this one is they have another stalker here. This one is same loadout, so it's not too bad. But they're awesome. We just fought one of these. I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest with them. To be honest with you, they're usually mounted with 3 PPCs on them, and they cook their pilots almost. Even with those, the LRM-15s, and you know, with how many issues I really haven't been using them for. You're really only looking at a large laser and 2 large lasers and a small laser, so it's not really worth that to me. But we're starting to see a lot more assault mechs, which is pretty cool. Now here, they have 2 stalkers for sale, which is probably to be the same loadout looks like. Yeah, this one's got a little more lasers on it, but they have a Battle Master for sale. So we saw one of these in that last mission. 4 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, and a PPC. This one's not great, to be honest with you. I've seen a couple other ones with some lasers on them, or not lasers, more missiles on them, things like that. So this isn't terrible, but you know, probably not the best variant of that mech. Another Thunderbolt down here too. You know how much I like those. So nothing really that we'd be interested in. Still neat though to start seeing more of those. We probably actually should wait to make sure all of our mechs are repaired before we leave here. What is this? This is a level 9 cluster, so we actually can start doing quests over here and be okay. I also wanted, there was a couple quests down here. I think it was at Kearney. That was a high reward quest. I think we're going to travel down there and do that one. But what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna run and use the restroom really quick. So what I'll do is I'll accept the mission and kind of see what it is and make sure that's something we want to do. And then I'm gonna take it's a quick break, probably about 5 or 6 minutes, and then I'll be back and we'll finish up the stream. We're about halfway through right now, so that worked out pretty well. So defending the honor. I mean, we're getting some decent weapons out of it. Worst comes to worst, we sell all these. I mean, the medium lasers we'll keep, of course, but PPCs we can sell. These we can sell pretty good. I mean, even a basic LRM-15 is like 150 grand, I believe. So we're looking at it's probably a tier 3, probably around close to 200 grand. Plus, they're going to give us $1.2 million. So I'm okay with that. And it's a merit quest against merit extremists. So don't really have to worry about fighting any other people. But they're already giving us a lot of money for this, and we have the mechs to do so. So why not? And they're giving us a load. Ooh, that's a pretty heavy loadout. We might have to do a little rearranging, but we'll be okay there. So guys, let me use the restroom really quick here. Let me go ahead and turn my Be Right Back screen on. So if you guys want to go take a break, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll continue on with this quest. Alrighty, guys, I am back. I had to go take a breather. That was a fight I wasn't really expecting here. Turn this game audio up just a little bit there. There we go. All right, let's get back in the game here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit this mission here. Accept. If I'd have thought about it, I would have actually hit accept before I went upstairs, so you guys could at least have the game loaded. What concerns me, though, is that we're bringing 4 heavy mechs, and we're still 45 tons short of what they are going to allow us to have. That probably means that see if the other person's a little bit better. Nope, same. And lasers there. That probably means we might be punching out of our weight right now. If that's true, then we probably need, if we don't get this the first time or two, we might need to wait on this mission a little bit, just until we can get either like an assault mech, which I'm trying to think, my Thunderbolt's what, 65 tons? If we get something like, well, we can probably get 2 assault mechs, to be honest with you. So we probably need to start looking for assault mechs for our Lance. Especially if we're going to start doing some of these missions that are 315 tons, well, difficulty 70s. Start looking for those. I bet you not all are going to be like this, but the high reward quests are. So, yeah, that's kind of how that was going to work out for now. Hopefully we can do this one. I mean, the reward would be really great. We can actually then afford a assault mech without really having to really worry about money then. Because, I mean, I've been noticing they're around $6 or $8 million. You know, a stalker might not, well, the missile thing is what kind of bugs me. I don't know if that's really what we're going to want. I don't know. That's kind of the issue. I really just don't know exactly what we want in an assault mech. I'd love to find an Atlas. An Atlas is probably one of the, well, an Atlas or an Annihilator or something like that. They have a lot of ballistic weapons and a lot of lasers, and that would probably work out better for us. I just don't know quite yet. I haven't seen them yet, but those are the top of the line assault mechs. Those are the 100-ton like max out mechs. So we'll see how that goes, but who knows.
We're tasked with protecting our employer, Count Cameron Jones. He's currently hiding out in a subterranean tunnel network below an outpost marked on your battle grid. He's currently
with another defend the base mission. Ugh.
Getting away without resistance. It's up to us to hold off any units from the 4th Regular Hussars. You've reached the target, Commander.
We killed 32 people.
Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Starting.
Yeah!
Attacking shared target.
These hostiles are getting pretty close. Watch out!
take out these lighter ones here. Well, maybe. I don't know where those guys are coming from. That's what kind of worries me. Oh, they're just in front of the. Is it a flea? It sure is a flea. Wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest with you. Come on, Cicada. Come after me.
We may be yokels, but we hired you and we can hire some gosh dang warriors too. You don't stop shooting the wrong way.
I just destroyed that mech. Hold your focusing target.
Alright, I'm gonna run over. There's a tank over here. I want to take that out really quick before I try to take out those lands, because I haven't hit that tank yet, so it's probably going to try to go into the base and just cause as much damage as it can. So I'm going to try to stop that before it happens.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Tango eliminated.
I've noticed, though, that now they're not actually waiting for you to get the last one destroyed before they're moving on to the next one. So they're stepping up just a little bit here.
Mech eliminated. The warehouse just got leveled.
Target acquired.
Kill that guy, guys.
Targets engaged.
Thank you.
Destroyed.
I got it.
They're coming on the other side. That's why.
They've got a real burr up their ass, don't they?
Target
Hostiles are escalating their assault on your position, Commander. Be careful.
We have your target, Commander.
There's that guy. Where's the other mechs at?
target.
Oh, that's a grasshopper. Let's go ahead and take that guy out first, guys. Oh, the guys don't let me walk by here, I guess. All right, well. Okay, he's only lost one laser. That's not great. I tell my heat's critical, but
Headquarters taking heavy fire. We need help.
Damage to the facilities is minor at the moment, Commander. But we cannot allow such damage to cascade. Do what you can to draw the enemies away from here.
System offline.
well, that's not good. Come on.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
Alright, they probably got that guy down now, so let me go ahead and start taking out some of these tank.
Tango smoked.
Target acquired.
Walk through the building there. Go after this guy now.
Target acquired.
That's it, Hunchback. Come after me. I've got a bunch of friends too, so it's not like just me, but first, his AC-20 is now damaged, so. I lost my large laser. That's no good. He just lost his AC-20.
Shared target identified. Mech Tango eliminated.
Acquired.
Focus target has been updated.
Target destroyed.
We'll be about halfway when
Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
we're done with this guy. What, I don't know what hit me there, but it was kind of big. Back up a little bit here. He's not going to last very much longer here.
Target
Enemy
There he
mech
goes.
forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
It kind of just depends where they're coming from. It's kind of the issue. There they are.
acquired.
Let's get the Centurion first.
Fire.
The Hunchback. Him.
New target acquired. Destroyed. Target acquired.
You heard the commander. Take that target.
Target destroyed.
Where is that other guy at?
Acquired.
The little light mech that I was kind of looking for. There he is. I see him.
What's the component?
This isn't going to end well, I got a feeling. There's that tank down now.
New target
That's
acquired.
Lucas. Now what, hopefully I can take him out by myself. I mean, I should be able to, don't be wrong. That's not a if, but if I can just hit him, that's going to be the issue.
Yeah, don't do that. Ain't polite.
He's not coming after me is my question. There you go.
Enemy mech destroyed.
It's finally coming after me now.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Alright, there's one more guy in here, I guess. I don't see him though.
Additional contacts just crossed the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Target acquired.
Engaging commander's target.
Tango down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I can't target that. Shifting to your target, commander.
New target acquired.
That's not what I wanted to see coming over a hill. It's is that a Thunderbolt? Yeah, it is. Not quite what I wanted to see though. Alright, I have lost my machine guns now. That's no good.
Mech eliminated. Component lost.
Target eliminated.
I guess get rid of that guy next.
Location has suffered a beating. Try to get the attention of as many opponents as possible. We need to keep their attention on us and not their objective.
there's a cicada there. Let's see if I can get his attention now. Cool. It's going down pretty good now, so.
Damn it, lost the component.
Alright, so Benjamin is now out, which is not great. Great, I've lost my SRM4, which is not great. This mech is eluding me now. Cool, he's got one leg down. Still running pretty quick though. Even only with one leg. I'm about to die though, unfortunately.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander. ETA unknown.
Alright, there should be 6 left. If we can hang on for 6 more people. And they're dropping on top of us, which is not good.
Got another one.
Yeah, they did. Alright, well,
Hammered here. You need to take these guys down.
that's not great. Alright, what heavy mech they drop? Quick draw. Get rid of that thing.
Commander.
That's an Orion, I'm sorry. And then that's a Centurion.
At our fuel reserves.
I'm gonna run for these tanks. They're still over here. There's one left over here. And I think they should just... Oh, come on. Might die here. There's that one gone.
Under heavy fire. Breaking up.
There we go. There's that one. We got, I think, just the mechs left.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target. I'm out of the fight, Commander. Unable to continue.
Oh, that's not good. I feel we might either be starting this one over or leaving this one for later. Because this one is not ending well for us. Now, Ryan fight, though, it's pretty good. Yeah, there it goes.
Fab, dispatch recovery team.
You know, we almost had that one, though.
Do you read me?
I think if we just had a little bit heavier mechs, I think we'd been okay. But we'll go ahead and actually load the last... let's see, it would have been this one. I'm just going to... And we entered this system here. 'Cause I believe this is when we entered the last repair, or the last planet in that industrial belt. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait on that one, and we might come back to that one when we get in an assault mech of some sort. But yeah, I just don't think we can quite do that one right this second. So, oh well, we tried. You know, worst comes to worst, what we do is we go over. I mean, we had plenty of missions we could do in that the other one that I was right next to that industrial hub. So I think what we'll do, we'll run over there and start doing some missions over there. Hopefully, we can get a few more missions out of there. Let's see where we're at. Here we're at Regulus. So we can actually go over here. There's actually a high reward quest over here we can go look at. And why not, since we're going to that planet anyways. Game's having a few issues right this second. It doesn't want to load for some reason. Alrighty, so there's a black market here. We can see what they got here. Another Grasshopper, another Thunderbolt, another Orion. They pretty much have what we have, just you know, that's pretty interesting. Not really seeing anything that we would want. So let's go look at that high reward quest. It's called Destabilization. This is actually doing stuff against Merrick, but they're giving us a quick draw for it. But we already have one, so no, I'm good. Yeah, because these are actually just rebels. These are probably against the rebels or elite, whatever it is. So we can drop 270 tons. So we can do that. Do something like that. And we're at 260 right now, but you get that Thunderbolt worked on here. So what kind of mechs can we actually drop for this mission here? Oh, we can actually just drop our big weapons then? Yeah, we can drop all 70 of these. So this actually might be a little more perfect than what we were actually giving it credit for. So we can drop all 4 of our mechs like this and be pretty good. So I think this is the era we're going to start doing some missions in. I think it makes more sense. It's a little bit closer to that industrial hub, so if we do need to jump back there for some repairs, we can. So yeah, I think that might be a little bit better for us. Besides that, that last mission though, I think this today's actually going pretty well. Haven't really got anything new mechs, but we got another story quest done. One that I didn't think we were going to survive. I thought that might take a couple attempts to do, but no, we actually that one I don't think it was easier than the one that we first had issues where we first saw a heavy mech on. What mech was that? That was a. What mech that was, but it was the one I think right before this one. We had some issues with it, but we got through it. But that took 3 or 4 attempts. This one only took 1. I was kind of surprised, and they brought assault mechs. So I got a feeling the Black Inferno probably know, or at least they kind of figure out who we are, and they somewhat know who we are. But we might become a little more of a pain in their side because we destroyed a lot of their mechs. Tanks are pretty easy to replace, but mechs are a little harder to replace, especially those bigger mechs. You can see here we've seen a couple of them already, but you can see how expensive they are. So I mean, let's say that each of them are $6 million. That's $24 million we just scrapped in just assault mechs. Heavy mechs are about $5 million a piece, and we took down 6 or 7 of those. Those just in those 2 mechs, it's over $50 million we just destroyed of theirs. So yeah, it's quite a few mechs, and they probably salvaged them. Fair enough, but still, it's a lot of money to be going through just to take out some refugees. So yeah, we're almost there. Come on, 1 more %. Go. There we go. And there we go. We're going to launch here. Right.
Help each other hold back the tide of the enemy advance as long as possible, and then get the hell out of there. We will be on standby waiting for your extraction. Good hunting.
There's a part just kind of close this time, at least. That was nice of them. Smash right through this wall here. Alrighty, we already got some good enemies here. That'd be interesting. I think we can turn here. Well, this spider's stuck in me, and it's not going well for him. One down. this might just be another Warzone contract, which if it is, great, because that's kind of our bread and butter right here, so. So that Partisan is just a slightly bit faster than my Thunderbolt is, which is not great. I got a Cicada right here. Let's go ahead and take him out.
Target acquired.
Come on.
Focusing on issue target.
Target destroyed.
Another one gone.
Target acquired.
Ooh, an urban mech. He's gone.
Eliminated.
Target acquired.
Get this last guy here. He's missing a leg now.
Commander, you've got the Ops Force's attention.
Great.
They are converging on your position. Brace for hostile contact.
Target acquired.
What do we got here? Let's go after that Cicada first.
Priority target received.
How much is there, buddy? Come on. Oh, I think I hit one of the ally mechs, but oh well. It's one arm gone.
Heat critical.
Those are not doing me too well here. Come on. Missed every shot with those. Not great.
Mech destroyed.
There's two arms gone.
Target destroyed.
I've got some tanks and some helicopters to clean up now.
Target eliminated.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Say so. Let's get this guy out of here. Didn't die, but that's okay. There he goes.
Target acquired.
Large target engaged.
He's already missing a leg, so he's not going to last too much longer here.
Target destroyed.
Is that guy gone?
Boom.
Guy's gone too.
Target acquired.
Let's get this Vindicator now.
Target.
PPC now gone.
Your
Now he's
resistance
gone.
is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
We are halfway through this mission now. Not bad at all. It will be just fine. We're getting some missile fire, but from behind us.
Target acquired.
We got a couple of decent mechs out there. Ooh, there's an assassin and a Phoenix Hawk. Take this guy out first.
Watch it now. My last kill is about to explode.
Target acquired.
We're on it, sir.
this guy's not gonna last too much longer. There he goes.
Enemy mech down.
Okay, that guy's got somewhere to be.
Target acquired.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander.
We got 6 left.
More hostiles inbound.
They're dropping right on top of us too.
Target acquired.
Attacking shared target.
We're going to get what, 4 mechs on this. Really dropped a full lance. It's interesting. Nothing really too major though. The cicada's in my way here. Hold on. Excuse me, sir. I think you're missing an arm now.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I got it.
Heat critical. Ammo explosion detected.
Dang it. Alright, well, that's not great. So, I've lost both missiles just because I lost all the ammo in there. Which,
Mech tango down.
Roger, focusing target.
not great. Ooh, there's actually one of those big aircraft after us. Now I've lost some machine. Oh, my machine guns are still there. I think I actually lost the large laser now. That arm's gone. There's that one gone. I think the big guy just left.
Kill quota has been reached,
All right,
Commander.
I'm getting out of here.
Rendezvous with us at the extraction point when you're ready.
Because if I didn't lose the large laser, I could kind of deal without having missiles. But
Moving into formation, Commander.
we've already lost probably half our weaponry and pretty much any of our long range attacks with this mech. So I think it's just time to leave. I don't think we lost any other weapons on any other mechs, so I think we'll be okay with that. I think it looks like actually that torso blew off, so we may not have those missile launchers anymore,
We'll be pleased.
which is not good. But oh well, we'll get it fixed. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got a spider. That's nice. Let's get one of these machine guns though, because I'll get 2 machine guns. I think we lost both of ours. So it's not the worst idea to actually just get those. There's an LRM 5, but I do want to get some of this LRM ammo down here and here. The rest we can probably go ahead and sell. Get some of these AC5s, and the medium laser's not bad, but the jump jet we can just sell too. Oh, leveled up in both ballistics and heat management or evasion. That's pretty good. Because I know I need the most evasion I can get because it seems like I take every hit I can. Alright, let's go ahead and repair that mech. Repair that mech. Repair that mech. And edit this one. Repair all. So we did lose the large laser here. Let's go ahead and put that one on. Did lose the LRM 10 and the SRM 4. So we'll go ahead and put those back on. Get a large and a small ammo. I believe that's it. I will lose a little bit of range because technically the LRM ST is actually technically a little bit longer range than the ones we have, just the stock standard ones. And that one we don't want to do because it's against House Merrick. So let's go ahead to the next planet here. We got a defense and assassination contract there. Got an assassination contract there. We got quite a few there. There's a hero mech on sale there. Do we run the risk of? Well, I say there really is no risk. We can just head there. So we have to travel off planet anyways. I kind of want to see if we can find a heavy or a assault mech before this stream's over to use. So we got a kind of rare mechs on sale here, though. It's a catapult. What kind of catapult variant is? Oh, it's the stupid one. So there's a stupid version of this. This is the one. It's got 2 PPCs instead of the missiles on it. Why? That's why. It's not great. But while we're here, though, we have some stuff we can sell. I don't think we'll use these LBX 10s, so let's go ahead and sell them, and we'll sell the ammo for them too. Because that was a good chunk of change there. The jump jet we can get rid of. The AC-5, I don't believe we have anything with the AC-5 anymore. We don't have any Artemis. We do have some Artemis missiles from a different mech, but the SRM-2s, we can go ahead and get rid of those. Medium lasers, the 0 tier ones, we can get rid of. A machine gun, we'll get rid of that one because I got plenty of backups now. And then the AC-10 burst fires, we can probably get rid of at least 2 of them. We're at 8.4 million, so if we do find a mech that we really want, we can probably go ahead and get that. Let's actually go ahead and go to the next one, because the next one actually had the hero mech, but there's another rare mech up there we can look at. So let's go take a look at these and see what we got. This would be like a hero mech, urban mech variant. It's like, why? I have seen one, by the way. It was silly. It was just useless. So we got here. Ooh, it's a Banshee. Now that might be something to look at. Holy cow, it's $27 million. That's a little outside of our price range. What is an SP? Shoot. Is it a single pulse, maybe? I know what, MP, what in the world? This thing's pretty cool, though. I mean, you got I think there's 2 large lasers, it's a medium pulse laser, a large pulse laser, and a small pulse laser. Oh, that's what it means. A PPC, an AC-10, and an LRM-15. Not a bad mech. It's also $27 million. So we don't quite have the funds for that one. The Black Knight's not a bad little mech. Is this an assault? No, assault mechs go to 80 tons. This is a 75-ton mech, which honestly is not a bad mech. It's what, 3 large lasers, 4 medium lasers, and a small laser. This thing would cook quite a bit, but it's not a bad mech though. But let's go to the last place and see what kind of rare mech they have for sale here. This is also one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Merrick, is because they do have quite a few good mechs that I like. So, fingers crossed we'll find a good one, but who knows? Ooh, I have a Warhammer. Like, Warhammer's a cool mech, but it's not. It's got PPCs on it. And that's the problem. And it's only a heavy mech too, so that's not great. That Stalker actually has more lasers on it than I usually would see. The SRM-6s are actually interesting. That's tempting to get. That's an 85-ton mech. I would probably use it as my command mech because it's very similar to the Thunderbolt in the fact that about the same amount of lasers, extra large laser though. 2 SRM-6s and an LRM-10, so kind of the weapons variant. The only thing we're missing is machine guns, which, you know what? I think the Stalker is now going to belong to us. And I think we're going to go over to Battle Mechs. We're going to look at how bad this thing is hurting. Ooh, and it's hurting quite a bit. All right, let's keep these lasers out here. Put these in there. Take 2, 3, 4, 5 heat sinks. We only have 2 though, so let's can we rearrange those? We cannot. No, we can't actually. Let's go ahead and actually go over here and buy some heat sinks. They only have 3 on the market, so we just bought the entire market worth of heat sinks. There we go. We need a large laser over here. We don't have one. Ooh, they do have a pretty good large laser. Let's do that. SRM6, which we do not have an extra one. Neither do they have one here at the market, so that's not great. Yeah, I think once we get that medium, slot filled, I think that's gonna be a good little good. I'll say little mech. It's a huge mech. But I think what we're going to do, though, I think we're going to sell our Shadowhawk. And we might sell our... Definitely going to sell the Shadowhawk, because I haven't used it in a while. I just don't think we really need it. So, yeah. That'll give us a little bit of extra cash kind of freed up here. I've also been thinking about getting rid of the Centurion, which we've had since the beginning of the game. And that actually has SRM6, but it's an Artemis 4 SRM6. I'm going to keep it for right this second. If we need to sell it, we can. But I want to also keep our costs low, because we're already at $500,000 that we can do.
Finally! Got something for me, big boss?
Not really any good pilots, so that's okay here. Let's run back to... So here, it looks like this is a bigger planet anyways. We're going to run back here and see if they have an SRM6 we can borrow or buy. I don't know if we can... I don't know if you can rent weapons in the Battletech universe. I don't really hear about people doing that, but, Anyways, let's see if we can get an SRM6 here. Let's go to the market. Equipment. Missiles. They don't have any missiles here. Oh, that's why I'm at my inventory. SRM... No, they don't. They don't have any SRM6s at all here. Well, that's an issue. Let's go to the last one. Well, there's actually 2 more we can go to. Thunderbolts are ready to go again. Let's get the catapult for sale still. Should be on sale for a while because nobody wants to buy that thing. Alright, here we go. SRM6s. We'll get a couple of them. It seems like we're always in need of them. Battlemechs. Stalker is still being repaired. So we're just going to wait on that. And then we'll go into Battlemechs. Stalker. We'll move that guy up to there where the... what was that mech called? The Shadowhawk was. So we got plenty of, I think we got plenty of SRM ammo. I think we have 2 slots of it, so I think we'll be okay there. Plenty of LRM ammo, I think we're good. This actually might be a pretty good mech for us. Well, for me, because I'm the one who'll be piloting it. But we also need to go ahead and paint it. I went with, you know what? I think we're going to switch over to Merrick paint schemes. Not the paint color, because Merrick is a little crazy on their paints. But we are going to switch over to Merrick, at least for this mech. 6431. Probably that's what I'll end up doing is whatever space I'm in when I buy a mech is I'll go with their kind of paint scheme. Because I pretty much bought all the rest of mine in Davion space. So I'll just go with Davion for them. And honestly, that's not changing too much. But yeah, look at that thing. That's pretty cool looking. I like it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And back. You know what? Hold on. There's another paint scheme I wanted to look at. That looks like it has teeth on it. Oh, hold on. This is what I was looking. Hold on. Let's turn this to white. Oh, that looks so cool. Maybe just a hints of green. Or it looks like a glow. It looks like it should glow in the dark. That's funny. All right, I'm gonna keep that because that's pretty funny. and I like it. Nice menacing look. Catapult would have looked really good with this too on it, but I think the Stalker's gonna be even better. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's head back out. We gotta take this thing for at least one spin. We got about 45 minutes left of the stream here. There's a Warzone contract here. We're gonna go ahead and set course to there. I can honestly say I've never piloted a Stalker before, so this is going to be a new experience for me. Usually if I find an assault mech, I usually go with either like an Atlas, an Annihilator. Sometimes I've piloted a Battle Master before, but I just, you know, Stalker was one that never really came up. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. All cool, all American missions. We can at least do these two. I'm a little wary about that one, but I'm also a little wary of how big these are because I don't know. Doesn't look like they're only throwing down 270 tons. And to move up to this, it's 20 tons. We're gonna have to lose somewhere. And this we don't have a 40-ton mech, do we? No. But the Grasshopper's what, 70 tons? So if we lose 20 tons, I have to be a 50-ton mech, which we pick our Hunchback out with. You know what? Actually, this guy is going to go into the quick draw because he's same level of lasers, a little bit worse on the missiles though. But this guy, this person's way better, or is better at ballistic, which with an AC-20, you're going to want that. So yeah, you know what? Hold on, before I do that, I better go look at how the Stalker, how its weapons groups are. Because I got a feeling, let's see, large lasers on the main trigger, medium lasers are on there, SRM-6 is on the right one, and the LRM-10's on the back one. Okay. Now, with this mech, I'm going to have to keep an eye on it because it could overheat very easily. Stalkers are kind of known for that. If that's true, what I might do is switch the medium lasers and probably the large laser over to chain fire. If you don't know what chain fire is if I just keep the trigger pulled down, it'll fire one and then it'll stop. Like once that one's done, it'll fire the second one, then it'll fire the third one, then it'll fire the fourth one. So I can have a more constant stream of fire, but it doesn't heat up as fast. So like if I only want to fire 2 shots and the thing is dead, I can stop and then it doesn't fire those last 2. But if I need all 4, I have them. So might switch those over to chain fire. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll take a look at it and see how that goes. I'm actually kind of excited though. We're pulling out the first assault mech in this one. Be kind of fun, hopefully, especially with a Warzone contract. We don't have to worry about defending anything. We don't have to worry about speed. Our mech is literally there just to take hits and dish it back out. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. And the way it's painted too, I think that's hilarious. The dinosaur look to it. Come on, game. You know I'm excited because I have my new Stalker. It's a great mech, hopefully. I haven't piloted one yet. I really want to take it out, and you're taking forever. Come on. If I had to think about it, I would rename the Stalker. And I can't remember. I can look this up later, but the dino from a dinosaur from Disney's Animal Kingdom, I would name it that mech. I would name the mech that. I can't remember the dinosaur's name though. They gave it a name at the end of the ride, and I just don't remember what it is. Anyways, let's get on with this mission though. Look at it. There's a dino. Oh, this is a interesting little cockpit. What I do need to probably walk up this hill though. One thing about assault mechs that you've probably already noticed, they are slow. as anything. So we can look around the cockpit. Oh, we kind of can a little bit. Maybe after the next mission we can look around. But look at this thing. It's kind of like the big brother to the catapult. So I'm okay with this. Let's see what we can do with it, though. That's kind of what I'm kind of worried about. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with it.
Target acquired.
Let's go after that guy first.
Target has been updated.
Okay, missiles cannot go through buildings. Got it. If I can smash through here. I can, so. Smash through the wall? I sure can. Got a big enough mech, I can just smash through these big walls now. Alright, let's see what this thing can do now. Not bad so far.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, I'm happy with this so far.
Target destroyed.
Maybe the Lance is doing better. I don't know. Or very well this could just be overwhelming firepower.
I'm seeing multiple
I'm
tank
kind of hoping for the second one, but I got a feeling it could be a little bit of both. We could probably actually go back and do that one mission now. Maybe. I don't know. Because we really didn't... We upgraded one mech, which we were, what, 45 tons under? And so... We only went up 15 tons with this thing, so we're still 30 tons under what we could be dropping for that mission. So I really don't know what we can do with that one or not.
Acquired.
You know what?
Target destroyed.
I hit the wrong button, but that worked too. I meant to hit the large lasers on that one, but I hit the wrong button there and fire off 4 of the mediums.
Target acquired.
Alright, well, this thing is... I mean, fair enough, this speed is not great. I'll be honest here.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
But what it lacks in just speed, it just makes up in raw firepower, and I like it. I think this will be a good, at least command mech for now. I might switch it over to somebody else once I get an Atlas or something like that. But,
news, Commander.
you know,
More hostiles inbound on your position.
I can be happy with this thing right now. Ryan, you're in my way.
Target eliminated.
Kill confirmed.
The more I pilot this mech, the more I realize yeah, it's probably just me hitting him this hard with this mech. It's probably what's doing all this damage. I mean, 4 pinpointed lasers, and it's quite a lot of lasers on 1 point.
Enemy destroyed.
So, that's fair. Let's see that other little helicopter. I get that they took him out, though, so that's good at least. Cruising at a solid 48 kilometers an hour. Just walk through like an apartment building. That's not great.
Acquired.
Now, I really haven't gotten to a big fight yet, but it seems like this thing's is managing heat pretty well. Take the Shadowhawk out first. At least from what I can tell, it seems like it's managing heat pretty well. I think just a building just fell over for some reason. Oh, look at that Shadowhawk right here. Oh, there's the cicada right in front of me. Like, what in the world is the cicada doing? I thought it was one of our ally ones. But it was not. So, yeah. Now we're starting to overheat a little bit. So just gotta be a little more careful, that's all.
Taking heavy damage.
He's on the ropes now. Quick draw is not. For some reason, our quick draw is like our heavy Shadowhawk. It seems like it takes a lot of hits and usually loses quite a few lasers for us, but. Just walk through the building. I don't really care. Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty lethal combination. That's 6 lasers, and SRM 12. That's pretty good in my book. So we got about 10 more left. I thought I wouldn't go over that mountain. Oh well. We got over here.
I got it.
Target destroyed.
Copy. Last target identified.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Focusing on issue target. Kill that walker.
Target acquired.
Targeting info updated.
Heat critical.
More enemies inbound.
Wow, that was impressive. Ooh, hold on. That one we need to take out first. That's a Warhammer. That's what the mech that was taking us out in that one mission. But you know what? I feel a little more confident with this mech. I probably shouldn't, but you know. All right. One arm gone. Wow. All right. Well, you know what? The Stalker has really kind of gained my admiration today. And then it shuts itself down.
Mech eliminated.
I don't know if these mechs are 100% up to par almost. Like, it seems like they're not 100% armored or something like that. Or I'm just doing that much damage to them. It could be either one. I mean, fair enough. This is an assault mech. This is what it's supposed to do.
Target eliminated.
We're about to lose a pod, though, and I don't know which one it is. Because this thing really doesn't have arms on it. It has pods for arms.
Enemy forces continue.
But you know what? I think
Safe
time for us to get out of here. We've done a lot of damage already, and I can be kind of happy with it. I gotta find a good dinosaur name for this one. This one has to have a nickname of some sort. I just don't know what. Fight. We are leaving, by the way.
Detected.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
I just destroyed that mech.
We lost all 4 medium lasers. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. They lost both pods tonight. Yeah. That's the one thing about this mech, though. You can very easily lose those 2 pods, and there's a lot of weapons in those, so gotta be careful a little bit. But yeah, I think we'll be okay. I mean, thankfully they're just medium lasers, and the LRM-10 might. The SRM-6 I think might be the hardest thing for us to find. We have earned 100, 105, 106, just almost $107,000 in bonus payment though, so that's pretty good. But yeah, the Stalker has really gained my admiration now. This thing's a pretty lethal thing if you can keep the heat down.
Contract successful. Time to get paid.
Okay.
Enemy mech down.
We might have just got more money there too. That'd been awesome. Well, alrighty then. We have to fix a Stalker now, but we did a lot of damage on the mission. So hopefully we can find maybe an SRM-6 and an LRM-10 in the salvage. The missiles I think we still have, or the lasers I think we still have, but yeah. That was fun. That was like genuinely just not a walk in the park, but it was hard enough to where it was still fun though. And I think that's kind of where I want to be, and I really enjoyed that mission. So what can we get? We get a blackjack. We get an urban mech, which we'll say no to both. Let's go type. So we got here. Ooh, SRM-6. There we go. Medium lasers. Another tier 3. Get the tier 2 ones. LRM-10. There we go. We might already have a bunch of those already, but you know, we can sell, or if we're not, we can sell them. So I think I might have taken the most damage on that mission. Where is the Stalker at? There it is. You can kind of see it's about almost head and shoulder above the rest of the mechs there. It did take a beating though. Orion just lost some armor there. The Hunchback I think just lost armor too. This one I think lost an arm, which I think it might be just one medium laser. No big deal. There we go. Go ahead and start work on there. And the Stalker, well, to repair all. Did take a bit of a beating, but did lose an SRM-6, which is not great. But we do have an extra backup one there. Lost a couple of medium lasers, all 4 to be exact, but we actually do have some upgraded medium lasers, so I'm going to put those in there. I'll probably lose them on the next mission, usually how that goes. And let's go ahead and put the LRM-10 in here. Get the LRM ammo in there. We are missing 2 heat sinks then, so we'll go ahead and put, we don't have any heat sinks here. They have 2 on the market. Perfect. Let's do that and that. And yeah, Stalker is back up and running. Well, will be here shortly, but what are the contracts we have available here? Defend the base, I really don't want to do another one of those. But an assassination contract, especially with our new mech, I think we can do those pretty easily. So let's jump over here. Do have to be a little more careful though, because we are running a little low on funds right this second. Just because we bought the Stalker, but alright, hold on. Let me pop over to Google really quick here. So I saw the hedge. see here. What is this thing called? Right. Let's see here. That's some alerts there. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the name of the there. I know it's an iguanodon. Like I do know that. But if I can figure out. I might just call it, oh shoot. S-A-U-R name. Really diving in here, trying to figure out what this is. Like right when you go into the entrance of the ride, there is a huge dinosaur. And I don't know if it was audio animatronic at one point, but it kind of looks like that. See if I can find it real quick here. Don't think I can. Doesn't look like I can. Oh well, I won't be too concerned about it then. I'll find a name for it. You know, we'll name it something. Holy cow, it's gonna take us 109 days to get that thing repaired. So we did. Because right now our bills are over $500,000 just to repair or to get those. So it's not great. But let's see what kind of contract we can do here. Hen hunting, assassination, still have a weight limit of 270 tons. Let's get some more sea bills out of this, please. Looks at perfect lance. Ooh, we are. Oh, the quick draw was not fixed at all. I thought it was. That's not good. Let's go ahead and close that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Up here, hit repair. It shouldn't take that long, but let's wait it out. Confirm lance. Everybody's here. What is this one missing? She's missing a point and missiles, which I don't think. Well, the quick draw actually does. Right? It does. You know what? I think we're going to switch this guy with Benjamin here, and then Benjamin's going to take a break, and I'm going to switch him out with Campos here. That hopefully we can get 2 maxed out pilots. Then we can start working on our 3rd guy. Then, yeah, I think we're ready. Then, cool. I think eventually, though, I think we're gonna have like we're gonna keep this kind of paint scheme. But I think each one of my once I get 4 salt mechs, each one of them's gonna have a little bit different scheme to them. Or like paint scheme to them. I think the Stalker's going to keep the dinosaur one because I think that's hilarious and I think it's amazing. So I'm happy with it, and you know, others might not be, but I'm okay with that. You know, there was another variant of this mech that actually had 2 LRM-10s on it. I think it sort of sacrificed a couple lasers on it. I'll be honest with you, I think that LRM-10 is perfect. I just won. And then the SRM-6 is what really kind of do the damage, and the larger lasers. The only thing I kind of wish is that the pods were a little more protected, so that if we lose both pods, we lose quite a bit of firepower. I mean, still, don't be wrong, 2 large lasers and 2 SRM-6s is still pretty lethal. I mean, let's be honest here. So, but this will probably be the last mission of the stream, though. We will probably wrap it up after this, even because it's about 3:40. Usually takes about 5 or 10 minutes to get through a mission, so it'd be right about that time we start wrapping up here. But guys, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you'll enjoy this last mission here. This will be a great one, especially with all the it's a assassination, so it could take a little bit. It could take a little bit, or this could be a very quick fight. So we'll see here.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
God, this wasn't. I thought this was a Warzone contract. It's an assassination, so it's a little bit different here.
Our targets have given our employer nothing but problems. We have been hired as a solution. Find them and put them down for good. We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done.
Of course, we won't be as lucky this time. It'll be at the last location we go to. But also with this mech, I don't have to worry about those guys lagging behind me, because this mech is a lot slower than those mechs should be, so there's always that plus too. Cicada over there.
Complain about this place a lot? Well, we can just expedite this mission and get out of here. Let's do this.
I've got
Oh, there's
readings
4
on all
targets.
our
Alright, so there's a
Check
full
them
lance we gotta take
before
out.
more hostiles converge on your position.
This could be fun.
Moving into formation, Commander.
Target
What do we
acquired.
got here? Oh, that's an assault mech. That's an herb. Wow, that's a wild swing there. Let's take out that guy first, guys. He's already dead, or he just disappeared. Let's go ahead and take that guy out first, because that's hilarious that he's bringing a urban mech to one of these fights. So we have another hunchback. I don't know what that. Oh, it's a warhammer. Okay. Nothing we can't handle, though.
Target received. Engaging.
Heat critical.
That's what I'm worried about, is just overheating this thing.
Enemy eliminated.
Alright, that hunchback's hurting too, so.
Target
Black Tango down.
acquired.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
That urban mech is still alive? Really? Alright, hold on. Let's take this guy out.
Explosion detected.
Of course. I've lost one pod already. There's the urban mech down. I am missing a lot of weapons right now.
Kill shot, commander. Target is about to blow. Target down.
Got 3 of the 4 down now. Get this last guy here.
Lance target engaged.
I've lost all my large lasers now. Now I'm down to my medium and my SRM-6. This might not end well for us, which is not good. I'm gonna go for the headshot kill here. Nope, I lost.
I've lost comms with the commander. Does anyone have eyes on him?
Let's go ahead and restart that mission there. I didn't expect it to be that hard. That was a little tough. I mean, that's a good little lance there. I mean, the urban mech is, but a hunchback, a warhammer, and a battlemaster. I think what we're going to do though is we're just going to try to concentrate on the battlemaster first. I think that's going to be our best option. Second option, I'm not going to run in like I just did. I mean, fair enough, my mech should be taking most of the hits, but I was taking almost all of them. So it's not the greatest idea in the world. Fair enough that they kind of bunched them up because it's a lance, so they would be together. So, you know, we'll figure it out. I think we'll be okay. I think, you know, I wasn't expecting another assault mech to show up, but I guess I should start expecting more of them just because we're getting into harder sections. So, and hopefully we can start building that relationship up with Merrick enough to where we can start getting some, salvage that are like heavy in the assault mechs. Maybe it might be easier. I might, even if we get like a, like a Warhammer or something like that, we can sell it and then get a mech we really want later.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Look around the cockpit right now. It looks really cool.
Hangar doors opening. Stand
Yeah.
clear.
Reactor online.
All right, one more
Sensors
time.
Online.
We got enough time. We can do it at least one
Online.
more time.
All systems nominal.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers. We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in the ground. Good hunting, everyone.
I just realized that there's the dinosaur heads on the side of the pods there. I don't think I can really show them here, but I'm pretty sure that's where all the lasers fire and the missiles fire out of. And I think that's hilarious. So I know I've said that a couple times. That I think this paint scheme is probably the best one we have, but I just can't get over that. It's almost a bit too silly, but then at the same time, it's like it works out the way with the weapons and everything like that. So. Although the paint scheme around the nose is not great. If you notice that, like right below at the very bottom of the screen there, it looks like they've kind of, at the corners there, they've kind of chipped away at there.
Showing all targets at this location, Commander. Approach with caution.
Crawling in behind you.
Target acquired.
Got
Target.
another one.
Let's take him out first, guys. See if we can pull these guys out here a little bit more. So last time we were approached right up on these guys.
We've got your target, Commander.
Critical. System offline.
Well, that ended well. But we took out the Battle Master, and that's what matters most. Alright, Warhammer's gonna be our next target.
Focusing fire.
Critical.
Covering my own retreat is what I'm doing. I'll hit my own mech there and them. That was a pretty neat,
Acquired.
pretty neat little shot there. Yeah, he's dead.
Killed a mech.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Heat critical.
Back out of the fight just for a second, so I'll let my mech cool down.
Critical. Incoming missile.
Yep.
Target destroyed.
Alright, last target here.
Acquired.
I got it.
Heat critical.
Got our main guy.
We're out here.
Good job. I have all targets showing up as KIA on my scopes. Great work. That bounty is ours. Fahad will break open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship safely.
Dang it. I was hoping to get out of here before they blow up that one pod, but looks like they decided they were going to blow it off anyways.
Target down.
Oh well. just 2 medium lasers that we just put on there. That were the good ones. But yeah, we a little bit of a fight that we took on, but we did it really well. I think we'll be just fine. Maybe we can even find a LRM-10 on one of those mechs. Pretty sure, you know, they have one somewhere. Pretty sure my lance is just covering my retreat, which is fine. Turn this guy over there. Still getting pegged pretty good though. It's not great. Uh-oh. There it goes. Alright, we are out of there. Okay, well, that's I think that's going to do it for us, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and fix the mechs and everything like that. So we'll be ready to go out next time, for next Friday at least. Get this guy over here. I'll run it, see what we can get. We can actually pick up the Warhammer if we had the cost, but we don't, unfortunately. There's one large or medium laser, and that's it. Looks like, actually, I don't know if this is true, but those are the same laser types. We might be able to just pick up our old lasers and use them. So I would be okay with that. I'll take the SRM ammo. We'll take these really good machine guns. Why, nope. We're on to one of those machine guns. There we go. Everybody's healthy. There's actually, she actually maxed out on her skills there. Awesome. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go in here. We'll wait for that one because I think the rest of them we just lost armor on, which is fine. Let's edit this loadout. You know what? We might want to jump to an industrial hub just because if it's going to cost me another 100 days just to repair that stalker, it'd probably be better if we just go to an industrial hub and get it fixed there. Because I mean, the medium and heavy mechs you can kind of get away with it, but these these assault mechs, I've kind of noticed that they're a little harder to work on some of these planets. So let's edit the loadout on this one. We'll hit repair all first. We did lose the LRM-10 and 2 medium lasers, but we got, I don't know if it's the same ones back, but we got something back. We need the LRM ammo, which we don't have. They don't have any here either. But the LRM-10, they do have one. Fair enough, we don't have the missile ammo for it, but let's go ahead if we can go to another planet real quick and see if we can pick one up. But I think with the assault mech, we're gonna. I think if we lose any of the pods, we have to come back to an industrial hub because I've noticed kind of our money's been kind of sitting about where it has been, so it's not great so far. Market inventory or equipment inventory or their LRM ammo. I got 4 here. Let's just buy all 4. I think we have to wait for this one to be completely repaired. There we go. Battle mechs. Let's edit this one. Put the LRM ammo into it. There we go. This takes a day to put that in, so that's no big deal. We'll wait there. Let's go back to the market though and see if there's anything we can sell. I know we have a few probably things that we can probably get rid of. The flamers, we can get rid of those. We're running a little low on cash. That kind of worries me a little bit. Let's get rid of these machine guns here. Get rid of this. We'll get rid of the AC-10s. We don't really use a lot of mechs that have AC-10s anymore. So we'll get rid of the AC-5s as well. Recruitment's keeping bare minimums on us. But I'm also thinking about getting rid of that Centurion still. But I'll wait till next time. I'm still trying to think about what I want to really do with this. So yeah, we got our first assault mech, guys, and I think everything's going well so far. Just kind of wish we had a little bit more money. That's about it. Let me go ahead and switch my main camera here, guys. All right, there we go. Well, guys, thanks for joining me today. I do appreciate it. If you do want to help support my Twitch stream, stuff like that, only thing I'm looking for is likes. I'm looking for followers right now. So if you guys just want to go ahead and leave a follow, we actually are up to 26 now. So we need less now than we need 24 followers now. So we're actually kind of on the downhill a little bit more. We're actually kind of over that halfway hump. So hopefully we can get that before the end of the year. If you guys are watching this later on YouTube, I do appreciate that as well. Go ahead and leave a like and comment if you did like this video. If you guys want to catch a stream live, or if you're curious about my other streams, I do stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Tuesdays, we usually play Planet Coaster. We've been working on my amusement park called Thunder Lake. It's been a great little park so far. On Thursdays, we've been playing Colonization. We started that yesterday, so we only have one stream of that right now. And I think it's only going to take us about 2 or 3 streams to complete that whole game. So I don't expect it to last too much longer, but it is a fun little game, like fun classic game if you're interested in that. And on Fridays, we always play MechWarrior. We've been doing that probably the past 4 or 5 weeks now. It's been really a fun time to do so. So if you guys are interested, come out 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would appreciate it, guys. But for now, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, so have a great weekend, guys. On Tuesday, we'll be working in Thunder Lake. I've already got some stuff already built for you guys to see. I'm excited to show those off. And then we'll be building more on our rides, too. So I'll see you guys then. You guys have a great weekend.